Hey everybody, Nancy Adkins here at Adkins Family Law. Are you getting ready for a divorce here in Florida? One of the things that you're going to have to look at is your financial picture. So if you have to do that, if you have to go through the divorce, right? Not if you have to do your finance. The finances are going to be central to what's going on in your divorce. So whether it's a property distribution, whether it's an alimony component, if it has to do with the kids and the time sharing, or if it has to do with child support, there's a lot of things that are going to come into play. And what is central to all of that is making sure that you've got a very accurate and efficient financial picture. And one of the ways that you can get a handle on that is speaking with your accountant, right? So talk to your accountant because they're going to have a real good idea of where you stand financially because they do your taxes every year, right? So they're going to have a handle on your income. They're going to have a handle on some of the exemptions that you're going to claim, or, some of those deductions that you're taking that maybe is about health insurance, right? And that's going to come into play in your Florida divorce as well. So make sure that you're talking with your accountant. The other thing that you've got to go through is to make sure that you understand what your income is, what you have in the bank. You also have to understand the debts that are associated with the marriage, right? Some people go to school during the marriage, and so there might be a college tuition loan, right? Or if there's a car out there and it's in somebody's name, then you've got to get that situated too, because you can't, one of the things that we have to do in this divorce process that has to do with your finances is what's in whose name, right? So if you have a house, who's on the title, who's on the mortgage? If you have a bank account, who's on the bank account and who is not, right? Or if you've got your own, I just talked with somebody there that they've always kept everything separate, which is not a bad idea. But it's like anything else. It has its good and its bad, right? So you have to look at the bank accounts and whose name is on the car, whose name is on the note, whose name is on that, credit or that equity. Sometimes you have an equity line of credit where you have one person as the owner of the house and then somebody else is the owner of the home equity line of credit. So those are things that you really have to get a handle on and get in order so that you understand then you have a real good picture of your financial situation, because all that's going to be looked at under a microscope. So make sure you know what you have, make sure you know what you need, right? That's the other piece of this. And then that's a really good way for you to get focused on figuring out your finances so that you're better prepared for your Florida divorce when that comes down the pipe. And even while you're in it, right? It's like I said, it's one of those things that I always tell my clients that the financial affidavit's the most important document that anyone fills out, as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure somebody else has a different opinion, but this is not their video, right? So, all right. Anyway, hopefully you guys are doing well. And that's one thing that you've got to do to get prepared for your Florida divorce. If you have any questions, do not hesitate. Give me a call and let's talk about your finances.